Well, we got a QL to test, which is really quite cool. Let's see. Oh, that's all very sticky and horrible. Right, let's see what's going on. So this power supply has 3 connectors on it, and there's an edge there, so it can only go in one way, which is good. Let's plug that power supply in, keep that off for the time being. Now I've only got an RF connection on there. I have no idea whether this works. First time I've powered it up. So let's put the telly on. I've got to change the input. So it's going to be on AV, which is, it's going to be on, has it gone off? Oh no. Yeah, it's got to be on antenna. This is tuned into channel 36, which I think will be correct. So there'll be plenty of fuzz. That's the reset button at the side. I don't believe there isn't an on-off button per se. It's a bit like the other Sinclair products. So let's switch him on. Oh, sorry. Oh, something going on. Hey, my God, look at that! Let's just turn that down. So F1 for F2 for TV. Yeah, it's already on there, actually. So how do we maybe the keyboard's not good. F1, is that the reset there? Yeah, there you go, that resets. So F1 and F2, so F2 is monitor, is TV. Well, there's a picture, that's good. Not sure what else you can do though. Maybe the keyboard connector is, maybe the keyboard's dead. So it obviously defaults to analog TV, which is cool, that's good. There's a speaker at the front there, so we don't need the speaker from the telly. Right, so I've got some cartridges. These little micro cartridges there. This is QL Quill, which I think is a word processor. So I don't know what's going on with that. So if I put that in there and reset, will it try and boot from there maybe? No, it's still after that. I wonder whether the keyboard membrane is broken or unplugged. Don't know. I mean, it's great that there's some life. That's really good. Let's just unplug that and plug it in again to see what happens. Oh, that's very sticky and horrible. Right. Okay. It did make some noises from these micro drives, but then it seemed to have gone dead. Okay. Well, I have to find out what I need to do. I've never used a QL, so this is all. They're probably screaming. Any QL users are probably screaming at me, saying, "Oh, you've got to do this." But I don't know how any of this works. So, right. Well, there is life. That's good. But I believe that must be the startup thing. The picture's not bad for. I mean, it's a bit fuzzy there, but I can probably tune that in. It's actually not bad. Quite impressed with that actually. Considering I've not done anything to it at all. So there is an RGB monitor output. I wonder what that's like. And there is actually there's some lights inside there, which is a bit. I wonder how you get that out. Do you just pull it out? Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Let's just put that to one side for a second. Well, I'll take a bit of a punt on this. I guess it's probably maybe the keyboard membrane's knackered or connectors are screwed. I mean, it was as seen, so it was listed as seen, so who knows what's going on inside. Let's see if we can open it up and have a look. So, got a little tin there for some bits and pieces. Let's unplug that a minute, get that out of the way. I'm going to turn that off because that Terry is really annoying. Okay, so let's put that there. And there's a million screws, so that's about normal. Okay, let us try and... So I've repaired quite a few ZX Spectrums and some ZX81s over the years, and unfortunately the bloody keyboard membranes are a nightmare. It's actually not so much the membranes that I don't like, it's the fact that the connector cables are so dodgy. They're so cheap and nasty. It's really, really poor. It's the worst part of the design. Shame really, because units themselves are generally fairly reliable. It's just that you only really get one chance of putting the cable in and out, and I haven't taken one of these to pieces before, but I got a feeling that one's a bit rusty. Oh God, it's not good. I have a feeling, I've seen some pictures, I think, got a feeling that actually is the same kind of technology. Horrible light coloured ribbon cable of destruction. So that's that. Oh, that does seem to, oh okay, I think that one might even open up now. I wonder whether that one was a security screw, but I don't think it is. So let's turn that side. And yeah, it is kind of opening, which is good. I'm not sure which the best way of opening this is, because there's a button there. That is a security screw. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's some... So this hasn't been opened before, by the look of it. There's like a blob of... I bet you that's a blob of something to... or maybe not. I must be making a terrible mess for no reason. Hang on. Yeah, I think it's a security thing. Okay. Where the heck did I put my glasses? Let's have a look in there and see if we can see anything. There's nothing visible there, to be honest. It's quite a deep hole. What is this stuff? A waxy thing? There is something metallic underneath. I'm assuming that is a screw. God, that is very odd. Yeah, there's definitely a screw there at the bottom. What a strange arrangement. Maybe it wasn't like this originally. Maybe it was. Oh, it's coming out. Maybe it was more pliable back in the day. I don't know. It is coming out. How odd. That's a Sinclair special. Love it. Okay, we might have to dig a bit more of that out at some point. I think that's now free. Yeah. Oh God. I'm mashing up the cables already. Okay, so here we go. Let's move it that way. Think. Does it come out that? Yeah. There it is. Oh, this is horrible. So, be careful how I do this. So there is the notorious ribbon cable. It actually looks intact, but you never quite know. The machine looks really clean, actually, to be fair. Really nice. Power supply looks good. It's not particularly dusty. It's squeaky clean. So there, this has literally never been opened before. Little micro switches for the micro drives. The actual capstans look alright. They, the rubber feels pretty good. So anyway, there's the keyboard. Yeah, it looks okay, I guess. What I'm looking for, I'm not sure you can see that. Let's zoom in a minute. Hang on. So what I'm after there, that's the ribbon cable. Ah, it is broken there. Yeah, you can see that though. I think that's broken. There is something there that might be broken as well. Yeah, it's all sort of collapsed. I think I'm going to need a new one. This is such a bad design. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one is scrap. Get it to focus. Yeah, okay. That's a shame. Okay, well, I mean, it could be worse because obviously machine may not have powered up, it might be completely dead. If it's the keyboard membrane, actually the membrane's probably fine, it's just these horrible cables. If it's that, then yeah, that's replaceable. They're not cheap, unfortunately. I mean, I have seen some adapters where you can use like a PS2 keyboard externally onto here, which is a bit weird. I really want it to be original. I quite like the keyboard, the travel, it's alright. Obviously it's no good like that, so let me see if I can coax some life into it just by wiggling the cable. Hang on a sec. Right, I'm going to balance this precariously like this. Let's turn it on. It's prompting for, I'll move up here so you can see, it's prompting for the, that worked. Oh wow, that does actually work. So what's the difference? It's probably the way that is. Let me turn this off a minute. So it did work actually there. It did work. The keyboard was like moving, it was horribly bent over. The cable was horribly bent over. I don't think this is going to function particularly well. Let's just have another go with it like that. Don't breathe. That worked. I think it started up the drive as well. So let us see if we can. Where's the flipping? Oh god. Hey, how does that work? Print. No, the spacebar doesn't work. That didn't work either. Oh my god. It is not happy. Not happy camper. Oh no, escape doesn't work. And enter doesn't work. Some of them work. A lot of the keys work actually, but some of the keys don't. So enter doesn't work. Interesting. Right. Do I do that? Oh, I don't know. That's just getting mashed. That thing. If I reset that, does it now function? That still works. That I think is the drive starting up. The spacebar doesn't work. Double quote, FF double quote, and enter doesn't work. Oh no, that worked. Well, that works. So I can actually, if I put a program in and it worked. This is very weird. I wonder. Right, let's put the QL quill in and see if it actually loads. Quite sure how that thing works there. So I reset it. Ask me what the output's going to be. Something happened there. So I'm going to have to get a new keyboard membrane, almost certainly. Okay, so how do you run stuff? I think there's a directory command of some description. This is program to 94. Right, there we go. Let's have a look at that. 94. Okay, so is it as simple as that? Microdrives. Okay, right. So DIR. Bad parameter. Microdrive. MDV1. DIR MDV1 not found. Okay. Nice. Copy. DIR is used to produce a directory listing of cartridges and microdrive MDVN. The optional channel blah 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 blah. This is the contents of the microdrive MD. There is a underscore. That's weird. So let me caps lock. Maybe not. DIR space. Oh, that worked. MDV1 underscore. Oh no, that's underscore. Oh no. Oh, underscore. Damn. How do I delete? Escape that. Bad line. Shit. How does it work? There's no delete key. Where the bloody hell's a delete key? I really should have done some reading before I even started this. Right, I'll tell you what, let's just reset that and go to DIR space MDV1 underscore. Oh, not found. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't know whether that's good or bad. If we undo that, can we put it into there? If we do DIR space MDV2 underscore, not found. Interesting. I mean, I've got some other cartridges, but it might just be knackered. I don't know. Weirdly, that seems to be working now. But that shift is not working there. But if I put the caps lock on, print, that shift is not working. But that one, oh no. It doesn't, it works semi-reliably. It's not going to like that at all. How do you delete? There's no delete key that's obvious there. And that inserts. How very strange. Okay. 10. Print. We'd like single quotes. Go to 10. Run that. That works. Control C. Right. Control Q. Alt C. Alt. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Right, okay, fine. So I need to do some more investigation. Now this is annoyingly kind of working, kind of not in terms of the keyboard. I don't really want to have to replace the damn thing. But it's obviously not working very well. I wonder if I just take those out. I've got some more cartridges. Let's see. Where have I put them? Yeah. I've got 2 packs of them here. And I think they're copies of the standard Scion ones for like Quill and Abacus, Easel and Archive. So let's try another copy of Quill. Okay, and put that in there. I'm not sure how you actually boot from it. Let's see if I can do a directory mdv1 and fucking, excuse my language. That's so frustrating. I know it's not right. How do you blooming... How the heck do you delete the line? Not the best way. Just can't find a way of doing it. dir mdv1. Oh, damn. Oh, that worked then. But how do you do a delete? Okay, control left arrow. I thought that was the case. I read somewhere. Maybe the control key is broken. Control, no. Rub out and delete. Control and yeah, it's supposed to be that. I don't think I've got a delete. Right, let's try that again and maybe we can get an underscore. dir mdv1. Yeah. Not found. Okay, that didn't work either. Okay, all the programs are loaded similarly. Without cartridges in the microdrives, press reset. Place your copy of the program cartridge in microdrive 1 and press either F1 or F2 as prompted. Microdrive 1 will automatically load after a short time. So that bit where it's trying to load, after I press that, is the boot sequence, but it's not picking it up. So I'm not surprised. This is probably hasn't been used in a long time. 1984. I mean, this is flipping old. So, and that's actually not positively located. Let's do that again. Hold that down. If I hold it in place, maybe it is doing something. I don't know. I think it might be rewinding. Okay. I've got a feeling these are continuous loops, these programs, these micro drives. Wow. What's it doing? I'm tempted just to screw the case back on and start messing with it. The keyboard seems to be behaving not behaving itself. The control key I think is broken. I don't think it's going to be reliable. There's definitely a break in the cabling. It's dicky. So I'm going to have to get that replaced at some point. But if I can just load something, that would be amazing. Okay, that's been doing it a long time. Be a bit naughty and do a reset. I don't think it's aligned properly. This really is not doing it any favours, is it? Actually, I'm not going to use alcohol. I'm going to use proper contact cleaner. Not sure what I was thinking, but there you go. Wow, there's a lot of crap coming off there. Interesting. More than the surface would appear, but there you go. Right, let's do the other one. Wow, look how bad that one is. Wow, that is really, really bad. Surprising. I mean, it's odd how it gets so dirty because it's not been removed probably. Anyway, if that is not cracked and it looks a bit crumpled, maybe it's just crumpled. One thing I was thinking, and I've used it successfully before, is having to scrape back some of the plastic and using this, which I've used before, which is electrical paint, and it's weird stuff, but it's really useful. It's not, the resistance is not great. It's a little bit higher than I'd like, but sometimes you can use it to repair more flexible items, and yeah, I've successfully used it to repair a couple of old keyboards and stuff. It actually works quite well. So anyway, let's just mop that up a little bit. Okay. I think part of the problem is that this cable here is not very well routed. It's kind of there and just mashing up all those bits. I mean, I still don't know whether this membrane is actually worth anything. It might just be completely ruined, but there you go. See if I can get this in without breaking it. Oh, it's so badly designed. Okay, that seems to have gone in. And this one. That one actually went in quite nicely. So I looked at the mechanism before on these micro drives, and there's nothing obvious. There's just a bit of weird rust there, which is odd. But I think, as I mentioned, I think the capstans are okay. One thing I noticed, a bit of a crap part of the design actually, is the fact that in order for these to function properly, this top part is not just a cover, it's actually mechanically required. So if this isn't bolted down properly, there's no proper guide for the cartridge to go in and out. It's not a great design, I have to say. Tried to use the conductive stuff, it's just not working. And then I realised maybe I don't even need to bother with that. I'm being a bit daft. So if I have a look, if you have a look at this and look at the continuity test, let's pick one of these up here. That whole thing is conductive. That's not very good. So maybe what I've got to do, which is a bit radical, is just chop it off. If I find a break, and chop it off. I mean, it's a bit brutal, but that's definitely broke. And maybe I do the same with this side as well, because this is starting to go, although well, maybe this one's okay, maybe that one's okay. And the trouble is, you chop too much off, I'm obviously losing a bit of the play here. Oh, good stuff gets everywhere. Let's just move that out of the way. So I'm going to have to remove the same amount on this other shield here, I think. And as you do that, you can use this bit to help you force it in and align it. Okay, well, I have no idea whether that surgery has done anything. It might have just made it worse. Although it doesn't work, so I mean, hey. Let's put the TV on. Wait for a signal. Okay, let's turn him on. Okay, so I've got a picture. I'm not sure which one is. Oh, hang on. Something worked. That's interesting. Let's just reset that. Which one is it? TV. Wow, that works. The control left and right, which I think is supposed to be delete, doesn't seem to work. So maybe there's a problem with other stuff in the well, that worked. That's really cool. Okay. Right, before I proceed to get a replacement membrane, I think if I can just quickly test the thing by using the looking at the membrane and tracing it out. So I think there's J11 and J12. I've got a bit of wire here. So I think 1, 3 I think is actually I think that was F1, not F2. That didn't work. That was 1 and 4. There we go, 1 and 4. is that one. Okay, just adjust that. See, that's slightly wrong. That's F1, that's F2, 1 and 4. Okay, and space I think is 8 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 10. Oh, that's actually a slash. Very difficult to figure this out. That is space there. Three. Ah, no, sorry, I've written it down wrong. So that's 3, and six and 3. I think it might be 6 and 3. 6 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 3. A Z. Okay, that didn't work very well. Okay. Oh man, this is a nightmare to try and decode. I wonder if there's something online where I can find the matrix, actually decoded matrix for this. It's very difficult to actually see. Maybe I should look on the other side. That's the other one there. Ah, I'm an idiot. Okay, it goes round the wrong way. So it goes up to there, and then that one there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. So that one is right. So 6. Maybe number 3 is wrong. So I've got to turn it over that way. Ah, yeah, I traced the wrong flipping one. It's really difficult to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That's forward. That's space. Okay, cool. That does work. Okay, in which case, I think I'm now confident that I can get a membrane and the thing will actually function. Because what I didn't want to do is go and buy one, plug it in, and it just doesn't work because it's like 20 quid or whatever. That's good. That's really good. Okay, that's the next step then. I'm going to go and do that, and hopefully we can then restore my lovely little QL result.